Greetings, it's Ian from RTO here. Welcome to another pick and mix. And today we're going to take a trip down memory lane. So it's the UK top 10 and we're going to look at it for the 7th of September 1970, which was a Monday in 1970. And look at that, 53 years ago. God dear. Wasn't a leap year. Prime Minister was a new Prime Minister. He'd only been Prime Minister since the 19th of June, and it's Mr. Edward Heath. Generation X, Chinese Zodiac Year of the Dog. And if it's your birthday today, your star sign is Virgo, so happy birthday to you on this day. Also today is Labour Day in the United States and Canada, so happy Labour Day to all my Canadian and American friends. So what happened? Major things happened in history on this day in 1970? Well, not much. Two things really. A chap called Donald Boyles sets a record for the highest parachute jump from this bridge that stands at 1,053 feet. It's the Royal George Bridge in Colorado. I don't know why I'd want to jump off that myself, but there you go. And there's only one person born today, and it's an American actor called Tom Everett Scott. Now, he was in Dead Man on Campus. He was born in East Bridgewater, Massachusetts. So not much happened today, but a very interesting top 10 in the UK. So let's have a look. So, at number 10 on this day was up 5 places this week for Hot Chocolate and a song called Love His Life. It was only their second release ever. It finally got to number 6, got to number 13 in Ireland, and it wasn't on any album. Not one of the most well-known Hot Chocolate songs, but I like this one. It's a really good vocal from Errol. A very good song. At number 9, down 5 places for The Marmalade and the track Rainbow. They were called The Marmalade in them days. This had got to number 3, so it was on the way down. Only made number 51 in America, but it got to number 7 on the adult chart. Very good track, and as I said, they were still called Marmalade at the time. Everyone forgets this one though. I think everyone remembers their version of the Beatles' Oh Bloody Oh Bloody. Good singing on this. They were very good singers, and some nice harmonica on this. I love a little bit of harmonica. So at number 8, up 5 places this week, Wild World by Jimmy Cliff. This is as far as it got in the UK charts. Didn't get released in America as a single, which is shocking. Got to number 3 in New Zealand, number 2 in Switzerland, and number 7 in Belgium. A classic from Jimmy Cliff. Everyone knows this one. It's a really good song. I like this one. It amazes me how it never got released in America. Number 7, up 1 place. 25 or 6 to 4 by Chicago. This is where it peaked in the UK. Got to number 4 in the US, number 2 in Canada. So it was a big hit. A classic from Chicago. The guitar playing of Terry Kath's on this. I love this track. Great riff at the beginning. Brilliant track. Okay, at number 6, up a massive 30 places. Band of Gold, Frida Payne. This strong song was all on its way up to the top. Sold 450,000 in the UK. Number 5 in Australia. Number 3 in America. Big hit for Frida. One of the big hits of 1970. I don't remember much of this because at the time I was only 3. Funny thing, I remember my middle brother coming home from hospital, but I don't remember this in the charts. Funny that is. Okay, number 5, up 1 place. One of the only times that this band got in the charts in the UK, and it's Bread and Make It With You. Highest it got, the highest place in the UK, got to number 1 in America, of course, and number 2 in Canada. One of my favourite songs by Bread. I love this song. Great vocal from David Gates. They've got, I mean, they weren't as big as in America, but they've got a very cult following over here. I'm a huge fan of Bread, as you know. At number 4, Up One. Give Me Just a Little Bit More Time. Chairman of the Board. Their first single and their biggest hit in the UK. Eventually got to number 3. And was in the US as well. They only had one other top 10 single in the UK, and this was their only top 10 single in America. So, I think, classic song, isn't it? The harmony singing in it is brilliant. Great track. Okay, number 3, got a non-mover. It's the brilliant Mama Told Me Not to Come. 3 Dog Night. I love this song. Absolutely brilliant. The only top 10 hit they had in the UK. They only had released 2 songs over here. This one, and the other one was Joy to the World. That only got to number 24. Number 1. This song got to number 1 in America and number 2 in Canada. I've absolutely loved this song. One of my favourite songs, as I said. There's also a very good cover of this by Tom Jones and the Stereophonics, that album that Tom did with all the covers on. It's a really good song, and I love this song. Okay, number 2, last week's number 1 from Elvis Presley, The Wonder of You. That was number 1 in Ireland, but only reached number 9 in America. It's a live version of this, and it's from the On Stage album. Great song by Elvis. This is sort of his second phase career, as I call it. He's come back. Great song this is. It's a great vocal, and it was great to hear him singing live. Really, really good. So, number 1, new number 1, up 1 place. It's the brilliant Tears of a Clown from Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. And it was only number 1 for 1 week here. Also got to number 1 in America. Big hit for Smokey Robinson's and the Miracles. One of the most iconic songs of the 70s. I love the start of this. It's a great song, and I still think this is one of the best songs of Smokey Robinson. Absolute killer track. So there we go, folks. There was your top 10 for the 7th of September 1970 here in the UK. Okay, that's all for today. Except tonight, of course, when we've got a live stream at 8 PM. But tomorrow, it's all about live music all through the shows. It's Friday, so we've got a live album ranking, and we've got a viewer's request for this band and their live albums from Mick, and it's the live albums of my favourite Southern rock band ever, Lynyrd Skynyrd. And tomorrow we're going to do, it's not a new album review because Muggins here forgot, but it's the last album ever to be done by the brilliant Gordon Lightfoot, and it was recorded at the Royal Albert Hall. So I'm going to review that just because I do love this album. So that's all coming tomorrow. Another glorious day here in the UK. We're having a late surge. It was really hot yesterday. It's really warm today, so we haven't even been out for a walk yet because Rocky doesn't like it when it's too hot. He pants too much, so it's nice and cool under here. So we'll go out later. So I will see you all later. Bye for now.